Imagine yourself in the vastness of the African Savanna, where each dawn brings with it a new battle for survival. In the heart of this wild landscape, two colossal forces face each other: the imposing lion, known as the king of the jungle, and the powerful buffalo, a true fortress on four legs. But does the image we have of these animals reflect reality? Many see the lion as an unbeatable hunter and the buffalo as easy prey. But the truth is much more complex and intriguing. What happens when the king of the jungle encounters prey that not only resists, but strikes back with ferocity? And when the predator needs to adapt to an environment where every mistake can be fatal? In this epic battle, it is not just brute force that decides the winner, but strategy, cunning, and above all, the ability to adapt. While the lion often needs to resort to brutality to secure its meal, the buffalo depends on its collective strength and unwavering courage to defend itself. And you. Have you ever stopped to think about how these lessons can apply to your own life? Are you prepared to face daily challenges with the same determination and intelligence that these animals display in the savannah? Prepare to dive deep into this ancient struggle where every decision is a matter of life and death, and every victory is a testament to the resilience and intelligence of these incredible animals. After all, in the savannah, there are no guaranteed winners. There is only the constant struggle for survival. And this battle can teach us much more than we imagine. So sign up now to receive wildlife videos every day. When we think of lions, we often imagine them as infallible hunters, true kings of the savannah, executing each attack with almost surgical precision. However, this documentary reveals a less glamorous but equally fascinating facet: the brutality that often hides behind this idealized image. Nature is relentless, and the lion, to ensure its survival, can opt for methods that shock our perception. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to watch a lion devour its prey while it's still alive? Well, this is a common reality in the savannah. In an environment where every second counts, efficiency can mean the difference between life and death. And lions, masters of adaptation, do not hesitate to abandon etiquette in favor of efficiency. This behavior can be compared to the way we face challenges in our lives. We are often taught to follow strict rules and maintain an impeccable image. But what about when the situation calls for a more aggressive approach? The lion teaches us that sometimes we need to get our hands dirty to ensure our survival or achieve our goals. A practical example of this is when we are in a competitive work environment where strictly following the manual may not be enough to stand out. It is necessary to understand the context, adapt quickly, and if necessary, adopt a more direct approach, even if this means going against expectations. Brutality in lion hunting is not simply an act of gratuitous violence, but rather a well-thought-out strategy. Imagine a situation where time is crucial and the prey is on the verge of exhaustion. A quick and relentless attack ensures that the lion saves energy and minimizes risks. This logic can be applied to different aspects of our lives, such as when making financial decisions. When investing, for example, sometimes you need to be quick and accurate, taking advantage of an opportunity that, if left aside, could slip away forever. The lion reminds us that, in a world of scarce opportunities, hesitation can be fatal. However, this approach has its dark side, which cannot be ignored. The need to act relentlessly can generate significant emotional and physical exhaustion, both for the lions and for us. Just like lions who, after a brutal hunt, need long periods of rest to recover, we also need to recognize the moments when it is necessary to slow down and recharge our energy. This leads us to reflect on the balance between aggression and self-care, a theme that is explored throughout the documentary, and that prepares us to better understand the family dynamics of these magnificent predators. And it is precisely on this fine line between precision and brutality that we begin to glimpse the complex family relationships of lions, where each movement is crucial not only for individual survival, but for the maintenance of the entire social structure of the group. Let us then delve into the intricate family dynamics that govern the lives of these predators and how they shape every aspect of their existence. Within the complex social structure of lions, family dynamics play a central role in the survival and continuity of the group. In this documentary, we are introduced to a reality in which each member of the group has a specific role, and the balance between them is what guarantees everyone's prosperity. The dominant male, for example, is the guardian of security and order. It not only protects the group from external threats, but also maintains the internal hierarchy. Lionesses, in addition to being the main hunters, are truly responsible for the education of the cubs, transmitting their skills and teachings acquired over the years. This learning process is intense and starts early. Cubs, from a very young age, observe and imitate the actions of lionesses during hunts. At first, they participate timidly, but over time they gain confidence and technique. This practical learning is essential so that, in the future, they can assume responsibilities within the group. Think about how, in our everyday lives, we learn much more by observing and practicing than by simply reading manuals. When you are faced with a challenge at work, for example, it is not theory that will save you, but rather practical experience and knowledge acquired over time, often in the company of experienced mentors. As the cubs grow, competition for leadership positions within the group intensifies, especially among males. With 7 male puppies in a single litter, the documentary shows us how tensions can rise as everyone seeks their place in the sun. This competition is healthy to a certain extent, as it is through it that young lions develop their strength and cunning. However, it is also a delicate moment where the group's cohesion can be put to the test. It is interesting how this dynamic is similar to what occurs in companies or work teams, where internal competition can both stimulate growth and generate conflicts. The figure of the dominant male is crucial in mediating these conflicts and ensuring that the group remains united. He exercises an authority that goes beyond physical strength. He is a natural leader who knows when to intervene and when to let young people resolve their disputes on their own. This balanced leadership is essential to maintain harmony and ensure that everyone in the group knows their role and responsibilities. Likewise, in any social or professional group, an effective leader is one who can mediate conflicts, maintain focus on common goals, and ensure that everyone works in synergy. Over time, this family dynamic transforms, especially as the puppies reach maturity. Some males end up being forced to leave the group to seek their own fortunes, while others remain and take on leadership roles. This continuous cycle of learning, competition, and adaptation is what keeps the lion's social structure strong and resilient. Now that we understand the importance of family dynamics, we can explore how these survival tactics are implemented in practice, especially when lions face formidable prey like buffalo. Lion survival tactics are a fascinating combination of strategy, strength, and opportunism. In this documentary, it becomes evident how these predators adjust their hunting approaches depending on the conditions and type of prey they face. When it comes to buffaloes, huge and dangerous animals, lions cannot afford to act on impulse. They need to calculate each move, work as a team, and wait for the right moment to attack. This strategic patience is something we can also apply in our lives, whether in making complex decisions or looking for great opportunities. Sometimes success doesn't come from brute force, but from the ability to wait and act at the right time. When lions come across a herd of buffalo, target selection is crucial. They don't attack the first animal they see. Instead, they watch closely, looking for signs of weakness or vulnerability. This ability to identify the right target can be compared to the business world, where it's essential to choose the battles and opportunities that offer the best return on investment. If you are planning to invest, for example, choosing stocks or projects based on careful analysis and market signals is the key to success, just as lions choose their prey based on observation and analysis. Coordination between group members is also a decisive factor. Lions are masters of working as a team, with each individual playing a specific role during the hunt. This synergy is crucial for taking down large prey like buffalo, which, despite their strength, are vulnerable when lions work together. In a work environment or any collaborative project, the principle is the same. Success is much more likely when everyone involved is aligned, knows their roles, and contributes in a coordinated way. The importance of communication and mutual trust cannot be underestimated, just like when hunting lions. However, things don't always go as planned. The documentary shows that, despite all the strategy and preparation, lions are not always able to capture their prey. This teaches us that even with the best of tactics, the result is never guaranteed, and failure is part of the process. The real difference is in how we deal with these setbacks. Lions don't give up after a failed attempt. They regroup, learn from their mistakes, and try again. This resilience is a valuable lesson for all of us, as it reminds us that perseverance, more than anything else, is what leads us to success. Efficiency is another key aspect of lion survival tactics. In an environment where resources are limited, every move must be calculated to maximize reward and minimize waste. This translates into our everyday lives as we learn to be efficient with our time and resources, focusing efforts where they will have the greatest impact. As we continue to explore the intricacies of these tactics, we'll see how lion cubs apply these learnings in practice as they grow and face their own challenges on the savannah. Lion cubs' learning is a fascinating journey, full of challenges and discoveries that begins from the first days of their life. In the documentary, we follow how these young lions begin to explore the world around them, initially shyly, but gradually developing the confidence necessary to become efficient hunters. Guided by their mothers and other experienced lionesses, the cubs take part in their first hunts, where they observe and imitate the techniques used by the adults. This practical learning is vital because, in the savannah, survival depends not only on instinct, but on skill acquired through repetitive practice and careful observation. From an early age, puppies are introduced to hunting dynamics, where they face their first failures and small victories. These moments are crucial for developing your skills, as it is through mistakes that you learn the most valuable lessons. Think, for example, about how we learn to ride a bicycle. It is by falling and getting up that we master balance. Likewise, lion cubs need to experiment and fail before they master the art of hunting. This persistence is a fundamental characteristic, not only for lions, but also for us on our journey of learning and growth. As puppies go, expectations for them increase. The lionesses, although patient, begin to demand more participation from the young in hunting, preparing them for the time when they will have to hunt alone. This transition period is critical as it defines the future role of each lion within the group. It reminds us of the transition phases we go through in life, such as when we take on new responsibilities at work or in our personal lives. Just like puppies, we must be ready for these moments, taking advantage of the lessons we learn along the way to overcome the challenges that arise. However, Cub learning is not just about hunting techniques. It's also about understanding the hierarchy and social dynamics of the group. They need to learn when to lead and when to follow, when to be aggressive and when to retreat. This social intelligence is just as crucial as physical intelligence, and the documentary shows us how puppies observe and internalize these social rules as they interact with other members of the group. This type of learning is fundamental in any social environment, whether in a group of friends, in a work team, or in a family, where understanding social dynamics can be the key to success. Finally, the documentary illustrates how the cubs, as they mature, begin to apply everything they have learned to their own hunts. They go from observers to active participants, showing off their newly acquired skills. This process of evolution is inspiring and makes us reflect on our own journeys of growth and learning. Like puppies, we must always be ready to apply what we learn, take on new challenges, and adapt to changes around us. And with this solid foundation, they are ready to face the complexities of strategy and adaptation. Topics that will be explored in the next topic. Surviving in the savannah requires more than physical strength from lions. It requires an almost instantaneous ability to adapt and a carefully calculated strategy. In the documentary, we see how these majestic predators adjust their tactics not only to ensure a successful hunt, but also to face the countless variables that nature imposes. Whether it's a hostile environment, a scarcity of prey, or the presence of other predators, lions demonstrate incredible flexibility and intelligence in shaping their actions according to the circumstances. This ability to adapt is crucial, both for lions and for us humans, who often need to change our course to achieve our goals in an ever-changing world. One of the most notable examples of adaptation shown in the documentary is how lions deal with prey that offers no resistance. In these cases, they can prolong the slaughter process, saving energy and minimizing risks. This tactic may seem cruel, but it is a rational response to a specific situation. In our lives, this principle can be applied in situations where we need to play with the cards we have, adapting our strategies to obtain maximum benefit with minimum effort. Whether in business negotiations, project management, or personal decisions, the ability to adjust our actions to current conditions can be the key to success. Additionally, the documentary highlights how lions adapt their hunting tactics in response to seasonal changes. During periods of drought, when food is scarce, they become even more strategic, making the most of the few opportunities that arise. This reminds us that in times of crisis or uncertainty, it is crucial to be even more diligent and focused, optimizing resources and making decisions that ensure long-term survival. Like lions, we must learn to identify hidden opportunities in times of difficulty, transforming challenges into competitive advantages. Adaptation also manifests itself in the social dynamics of lions. As the cubs grow and become more independent, relationships within the group change. Young males in particular face the dilemma of whether to remain in the group or leave to seek their own territory. This transition is a testament to how fluid and uncertain life is in the savannah. However, this same fluidity is what keeps lions ready for any eventuality. In our lives, knowing when to change direction, when to leave our comfort zone and seek new horizons is a valuable skill that can determine our future success. As the documentary takes us through these fascinating adaptation tactics and strategy, it becomes clear that lions are more than just powerful hunters. They are masters at surviving and thriving in a world where the only constant is change. Now that we've explored these strategies in depth, it's time to reflect on how we can apply these principles to our own journey, transforming ourselves into cunning predators in the jungle of life. Watching this epic battle between buffaloes and lions, it becomes clear that survival in the savannah goes far beyond brute strength. It is a matter of strategy, adaptation, and above all, resilience. But are we applying these lessons to our own lives? Just as lions need to adjust their tactics and learn from each experience, we must also be ready to evolve and face challenges head-on. Are you prepared to be the cunning predator in the jungle of life, or will you continue to let opportunities slip by? Think about how you have faced your own challenges. Are you really using all your adaptability and intelligence to excel, or are you allowing yourself to be overwhelmed by difficulties? These questions are essential for anyone who wants to not just survive, but thrive. And if you want to continue learning and improving your skills, don't miss the opportunity to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The journey of knowledge is continuous, and there are always new lessons to be learned.